All right, here we go. Mason, Lucas, Eli, and Goody and Declan, and Huey and Net versus Clearwater, I'm guessing Florida. Face off won by Mason, back to Goody. Goody off the boards up to Lucas. Lucas couldn't quite hold on to it. Back to Goody. Goody trying to pop it back in. He corrals it. He's going to go ahead and take it in and dump it into the corner here. Clearwater is going to get to it, and they're going to chip it off the boards to themselves and hit themselves. So they're going to go on the breakout. And up they go, and they're going to ice the puck. All right. Declan looks like he's going to be playing wing for a second. Is Gabe not here? We down Gabe. So Declan's centering between Julian and Nolan here. Declan grabs it. We got Jackson and Noah as our defense pair. Noah activates. He's able to hold it off, but Clearwater gets it out. Chipped away by Declan and then sent up by Clearwater. Clearwater into the zone. Shot saved by Jackson, and then Jackson sticks to the side. Nolan's picking it up, and he's going to skate. And he's going to just chip it into the corner for Jillian to go chase it down here. Jillian chasing it down, and he's going to give it to Noah at the point, but it was a little late, so Noah just had to get rid of it right away. And Jackson makes it into the zone, but Clearwater able to chip it by him. So Julian trying to chase it down. The puck's going to ice here. So yeah, looks like we're missing Gabe, so not sure how we dropped another forward. Max Mouse, Logan, Jackson, Noah staying out there. Face off. Won by Clearwater. They're going to go up the boards here. Jackson hits his guy off, and Maxim able to pick up the puck. Maxim jumps into the corner here. And Clearwater picks it up and goes to the opposite side. And they're going to go on their breakout. Shot goes wide and all the way around here. Up to the point. Behind the net. Back up to the boards. Logan trying to get a hold of this. Comes out. Maxim trying to grab it. It's pouncing around on him. Jackson gets it, and he's just going to chip it out. High stick. And whistle dead. All right, Dane and Nicholas out there. Lucas, Eli Mason. Face off, goes all the way across. Lucas trying to chase it down here in the corner. And off the boards. Clearwater working it up. Stick poked away. And back down. All right, same five staying out there. Face off one by Mason goes to Nicholas. Nicholas rings around the boards. Chipped up to the other side. Dane trying to chase it down. Comes out to Lucas. Lucas hitting it up for Eli here. Eli couldn't quite get through the Clearwater guy, so the Clearwater ices the puck again. All right, Goody and Noah out there. Declan, Nolan, and Julian kind of just piecemealing lines together at this point. Face-off comes out. Oh, Julian to Goody. Goody loads up a shot. Hits a guy in front. Backhand. It's loose in front. It's in the net. Goal. Why? How did this get called off? That's a goal. Just because the goalie fell backward into the goal, that's a goal, guys. He waved it off for some reason. He shouldn't have, because it was an immediate scoring chance. So even though the goal was off its moorings, there we go. They're counting it. So they counted it. I think Nolan got that one. So Nolan on the board. I was gonna say. So that was Goody to Nolan. Declan to take this face off, won by Clearwater. They put it across the ice. Nolan gonna go get it again. Nolan trying to get past one, can't quite do it. Clearwater comes out with it, and they're gonna try to break it in here. Goody able to hold off his guy enough, and then he's gonna take it and try to get it through center ice. Back to Clearwater it goes. Clearwater, cross ice pass, hits off of Nolan. Goody collects it, sends it across for Noah's all by him. He's lonesome, hits off of Noah's stick, but Noah just takes his guy out. Huey given nice encouragement from the net. Can hear him all the way up here in the echoiness of the stadium. Julian going to take this in. He's got a whole bunch of speed. Makes it into the slot. Puck loose, though. And then he's going on the back check. He is able to pick the pocket. Not quite. Almost. So a little discombobulated about which person's on what. Deflected by Jackson and then gloved by Huey. Yeah, way too many kids out there. We apparently are playing with 7. There we go. We tried. All right, Max and Alex, Logan out there, Goody and Jackson. Center's kicked out. So Logan's going to come in and take this draw. Logan wins it back. Goody grabs it. Goody just chips it up and out. Clearwater gets lost in Clearwater skates, and they're up and out. Both teams are kind of playing a bit sloppy at the moment. Sure, it's the late lunch. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and most of the kids probably are surviving off of chicken tenders iced in. It's going to come all the way down here. We're going to get a change. Nicholas Noah coming out. Mason Eli Lucas. Face-off 1 comes out to Eli, who I don't think was quite expecting it just yet, as it pings back to Clearwater. Eli working on the back check, though. Good back check by Eli. Ooh, he almost got a hold of it. Shot in, goes way off. This is going to ring all the way down the ice. Let's see if Lucas can turn on the Jets here. That's a big boy, that number 5, though. Picked off by Eli. Unfortunately, it gets the unlucky bounce as it bounces straight to a Clearwater guy. And Noah, good poke up out of the zone. Lucas working hard. He's able to get it. No one with him, though, so he just hits a shot off the shoulder there. Mason now. Mason gets it back. He's behind the net looking for someone in front. We don't have anybody in front. Drops it. Unfortunately, again, no one there. So Clearwater is going to group it up and go along the boards. Nicholas activates, and he's able to hold it in the zone. Good job by Nicholas. And he's still holding on to it. Dumps it straight in front into the slot. And Julian blows it. Oh, bummer. He was salivating at that one. Gosh, that probably left his stick at like 70 miles an hour. Nice hard shot, but unfortunately he went high and wide. So working on the breakout again. Clearwater in the corner. Noah trying to poke it loose. He does poke it loose and trying to get up to Nolan. Noah on the breakout here. Nolan dumps it middle. Noah's there. A nice little pass by Nolan there. And cycled back to Nolan. We got Declan out there. They drop it down for Julian. Julian trying to center it there for Declan. Goes behind Declan all the way down. No icing because we did it to ourselves. So we got to go back and get it. Noah grabs it. Dumps it over for Dane. And Dane up looking for Logan there, or Nolan, but it went under Nolan's stick. And went it down for an icing. All right, Logan, Alex, Maxim out there. Goody and Dane. About 8:30 left in the first period. All right, Maxim take this face-off. Face-off stuck in the dots there. Dane chips it loose, but goes out to the point. Shot in, off the post and wide. Dane hits it over for Goody. Good pass. Nice pass up to Alex. Alex loses it at the red line here. Goody goes ahead and shoves it down into the corner. And down it goes for another icing. All right, Mason, Lucas, Eli out there with Goody and Dane. Face off one goes to Lucas, back to Goody. Goody back to Lucas. Lucas down in the middle looking for Mason here. Mason trying to, working in the corner, gets it to Goody. Goody shoots it, deflected. That almost looked like it went in, but deflected just wide. Nice shot by Goody. Dane activates. He's working it in the corner, comes around. Mason's trying to win it. Nice hustle. James almost was able to keep that in, not quite, as it pops out to Eli. Eli's going in between two guys, but can't get by the third, but they whiff it, so Mason is able to pick it up and support. Drive the net, boys. Oh, centered in front. Nice try by Mason to get it to Lucas there. Lucas, I think, had his stick lifted at the last moment. Lucas trying to cycle back down to Eli. Edgewater able to pop it out, but Dane collects it, and he just puts it right back in. So good job by Dane. Keeps it in. So we're going to get a change here. And they're going to send it off the ice. They're going to get a hold of it. Dumped up for Julian. Julian hits it up to Clearwater. And off the boards and back in. Huey opts to play it. Sends opposite side where Clearwater guy is waiting. Hits off of Jackson. Jackson to Nicholas here. Nicholas, I think a little too much there. Deflected in front. Can't quite get a hold of it. And back down deep. Jackson's going to have to go get this now. Jackson able to win it in the corner. And he's able to take it up ice. He pops it up for Nolan. Nolan having to run onto this here. Jackson picks it up again. And he's just going to send it back to Nicholas, which is totally fine. We're going to reset. Nicholas looking for Julian. Almost picked off. Jackson again. Off the boards looking for Nolan. Unfortunately, misses Nolan. Goes to Florida. So a little off on her passing. Got to get a little sharper here. Florida makes the blue line here. They drop it off at the point. And they send it in. Deflected wide and almost out. Shot back in again. Hits off of Jackson's skate into the corner. Jackson gets it again. He got by one, but he got another one now. Gets by the other one. Gets a little help from the ref. Clearwater holding on to it as they start their cycle. They're kind of planted at the moment. No one's moving. Declan trying to win this here. And we get it. There, go, Julian. Go, Julian. Go. Julian trying to wheel it up, loses the puck along the boards, which is a shame because I think he had that guy pretty clearly beat. Florida back the other direction there and work their way in on Noah. Man, wide open in the slot. Nice back check by, I think that was Nolan, and then Nolan ices the puck. Back check, Nolan. So Nolan with a nice back check because that guy was winding up in the slot and had to clear runway. And Nolan was able to pick his pocket. All right, Logan, Alex, and Maxim out there. Dane and Noah. Shot goes wide. Alex getting it here. He pops it up the blue line to Logan. Logan's working his way into the zone. He's able to get down deep, centering and across. We weren't quite there yet. Clearwater gets to it, and they pop it off the glass. Bad bounce for Clearwater. Unlucky. Maxim, I think, was not expecting that bad bounce, so not able to take advantage here as Clearwater brings it across. Clearwater, nice block by Dane, and then Dane sends it up for icing. Guys, we are panic icing the puck when we don't need to be doing that. Dane made a brilliant play to come in and then just got rid of it. So we just got to take that extra second, realize we got a little bit of time. All right, Goody Jackson and Mason Lucas and Eli here. Face-off shot forward. Lucas grabs it. He gets it by one. We got a 2-on-0. Lucas brings it into the zone. Shot in front. Couldn't quite get to it in time as it rings high up in the air. No one knows where it is. I don't think the puck ever came down. The puck has disappeared. It must be in someone's pants or something. That was weird. Or gravity just doesn't exist. It just floated away, I guess. All right, Mason taking this face off. Face off, won by Clearwater, sent off the boards. Jackson couldn't quite get there in time. And Clearwater now on the breakout here. Nice poke by Goody. And he sends it up for Lucas. Lucas ships it ahead for Mason, and Eli chasing it down here in the corner. Off the boards. Clearwater sends it across. Terrible pass. Backhanded in. There we go. Is that Eli? Mason backhanded. It was saved by the goalie, but he gave up a super juicy rebound right to Eli. And Eli, make no mistake about it, he just potted it into the corner. So nice job. And we're up 2-0 here. So I think this is a must-win game for us. I think it's a must-win for, well, it might be must-win for Clearwater too. So despite our kind of best efforts not to play very high speed, apparently Clearwater, they must have had pizza for lunch because they are not moving at all. So Clearwater working their way in. They scissor it across, but Noah picks it off. And Nolan able to pick this up. Nolan going to work this up with Julian. Nolan sends it across. Declan's going to grab this now along the boards. Gets lost in his skates, but he regains it at the blue line and then chipped back in, down deep by Nolan. Declan off the boards to Noah. Noah back down for Declan. Declan looks for a centering pass. As we're working behind the net here, Clearwater comes out with it and they just chip it up. And it does make its way out. Julian trying to wait till we can touch up. He regains control of the puck here and he's going to make his way in. Nice little move. Gets to the dot. He's got some space. Nice dump in. That was pretty. Julian makes a nice move to the net and then dumps it across for Nolan, who pots it in. So really good play by those two. So Nolan to Julian. All right, Maxim, Logan, Alex out there, Jackson and Dane. Face off. No, Logan trying to get a hold of it. Clearwater comes out with it and they send it across and they're going to dump it, ringing around the boards here. Down deep it goes. Jackson's going to grab this. He gets it to Maxim. Maxim. Cross ice, stretch pass to Logan. Gets hit off a Logan's stick there. Clearwater works their way back in. Up to the point. Logan saw that coming a mile away, though, and almost picked that off. Unfortunately, the bounce goes back to Clearwater. As they go behind the net. Nice job by Maxim. Jackson gets it now. Trying to get it up the boards. There's a lot going on in the corner. Makes its way out. And this guy's just circling up. We can't decide who's supposed to take him. Someone needs to just hit him. Shot, blocked, shot. Glove save by Logan. All right, Noah and Goody in there with Mays and Eli Lucas. Face off won by Mays and comes back to Goody. Goody sends it across looking for Noah. Noah's got some space in front of him. He rings it up looking for Mays and hops over everybody's stick. Makes its way to Lucas. Lucas tries on the centering pass. Goalie able to poke that away. Held in by James. Sends it down for Mason here. Mason's going to get some space. Comes into the corner. Comes behind the net. Gets it poked off his stick. Lucas now running into the corner. He hits it back for Goody. And back down deep it goes. Mason trying to get back a hold of this. He does. And tries the centering pass. Gets picked off by Clearwater. And Eli having to go on the back check here. Eli reads the dump in and then ices the puck. All right, Nicholas Jackson coming out on the blue line with Julian, Nolan, Declan. This hodgepodge was the line put together here. It's got 2 of our goals. Face off. Comes out to Clearwater. Picked off by Nolan. Nolan with the steal. He's on a breakaway here. Shoots it. Saved by the goalie. He kind of got bumped at the last second. Tries to center it. Goalie sailed it right in the slot as Declan. Declan almost potted himself one. Nice centering pass there. Declan trying to get it back. He does. He's able to clear it over to Jackson. Jackson puts a shot in nice and low. Oh, and it ricocheted. The goalie ricocheted up and was able to catch his own ricochet. Nice pass by Declan over to Jackson. Good, decent shot on goal. Just keep him on net. Declan wins the faceoff. Backhands it towards the net. Sticked away by the goalie. Along the boards here as they're going to come out. They're going to work their way in. Nice job by Nolan. Jackson pinches him off. He's trying to get it down low. He does get it over to Nicholas. Good job by Jackson. Nicholas has got some room in front of him to skate. Loses the puck though, but nice pick of the pocket by Julian. Julian into the zone. He's going to take a shot. Why not? Saved by the goalie. And they're going to work their way back down on Dane now. Julian saves it again. Gets it out of the zone. Clearwater's offsides. Very clearly offsides. Refs caught it though. 13 seconds left here. Let's get out of the period here with a 3-0 lead. That'd be nice. So Alex, Maxim, Logan in there with Goody and Dane. Face off. Maxim just trying to hold on to it. Maxim does win it, and Logan trying to get a hold of it now. Clearwater at the blue line playing around with it. And they're going to come out with it. Logan trying to chase him down. And that's going to do it for the period. So even though we played kind of ugly, we're up 3-0. So what? We're going to take it. right, Lucas, Mason, Eli out there, Jackson Goody. Mason wins the faceoff, comes over to James. James sends it across for Eli. Eli brings it into the zone, gets it picked off along the boards here. They try to get it out. Jackson gets a hold of it. He's in the slot, dumps it to Lucas. Lucas shot wide. Shot in by Mason trying to get a hold of it and send it back in here. And Clearwater able to break it out. Mason, bad breakout, so Mason picks that off with ease. And does a reverse check into the boards, waiting for some help. Lucas over there to help. Puck kind of pinned in. Sends up. Jackson hits a nice check by Jackson. Eli back up. Probably should have just dumped that over to James. Nice and easy. Play simple, boys. KISS, right? Like from school. Keep it simple. Nice breakout by James. Up to Lucas. Lucas, I think, offsides. Dane Noah out there now. Nolan, Declan, Julian. And Noah over to Dane. Dane back to Noah. Noah up the boards. Looking for Julian there. Julian couldn't quite catch it. It was in his skates. Noah grabs a hold of it now. And he sends it over for Dane. Dane's got some space in front of him. And almost picked off, but Declan gets the bounce and sends it in on Julian. We're having a hard time catching passes at the moment. Stuff's just bouncing off of us like rubber. Centering pass, nice try by Nolan. Goes to Noah, who skies it. Nolan picks it off, goes down to Dane. We're getting a little bit of switch over to Lucas. Lucas in the slot, take a shot. Hits a body right in front. And goal. Nolan gets a hattie. Nolan with the hat trick on the rebound. Nice job, Nolan. He's been quiet for a little while, so I love to see it. Love to see Nolan getting some points on the board. Nice job. Parents are yelling at the adults to throw their hats on the ice. That's great. I love it. All right, Jackson, Nicholas out there, Maxim, Alex, and Logan. All right, Jackson, Nicholas. Oh, I think I already gave you the lineup. I'm not going to give it again. Face-off won by Maxim. Logan picks this up. Nice job by Logan. Logan goes. Oh, he had Alex. He had Alex breaking in, and he opted for the backhand shot and hit off the side of the net. So Clearwater on the breakout, and I don't think Clearwater knows what they're doing. We got a pressure there a little bit. Clearwater breaking into the zone, goes to Nicholas. Nicholas off the boards looking for Maxim. Maxim off the boards to himself. Goes a little bit too far. And Clearwater sends it across the ice here. Nice job by Logan. And Clearwater able to clear. And all the way around into the corner here. Maxim trying to pick it out of Clearwater skates as they send the puck down their own ice. And we're going to get a partial change, forward change anyway, partial forward change, as Clearwater just sends down. Clearwater, this is like terrible. Like these guys are 1-1-1, and I think the team they beat was a decent team. Pass over to Lucas. Lucas drops it to Mason. Mason shot. Nice save by the goalie. Nice pad save. Clearwater back across. Picked up by Mason. Mason's going to spin, get a little space. He's got Eli in front. He's got Lucas too. Lucas, send it back to Goody. There you go. Goody shot. Ooh, just wide. Didn't get hit off. I think the goalie got a little piece of that. Mason cycles it back down for Eli. Sends across. Dane holds it in for Lucas to grab it again. Lucas couldn't quite get around his guy, and Clearwater on the breakout. Skips over Dane's stick. Dane's going to go back to recover it here. He does. And nice cross-ice pass to Lucas. Lucas and Mason working into the zone. Lucas, nice pass to Mason. Mason does put it on frame, but didn't get enough of it. So I guess it technically wasn't on frame. Goody there. Goody drops it back to Lucas. Lucas, nice pass to Noah. Noah to Eli. Eli gets it poked off the stick at the blue line. But Goody was smart enough to make sure he would come back on defense, and he was able to recover that. Otherwise, it would have been a breakout. So nice read by Goody there. Sent back across by Lucas. Noah activating. As it comes down into Noah. Noah up front. He takes a shot. Lucas took an extra poke and was about to get hammered, and he just put his hands up in the air like, I'm innocent. That's kind of funny. All right, Noah Jackson, Nolan Declan, and is that Maxim over there with him? That's Maxim over there. So I hope that doesn't mean that Julian's hurting. So that last thing we need is another forward gone. That is Maxim over there. All right, they send it in. Noah's going to take it. He's going to go around the net, send it up for ice the puck. Or he didn't. He gave it to Clearwater, but we missed on the pass. Nolan coming back for it. Nice collection by Nolan. And he holds on to it here. Makes it into the circle. Slithering past the Maxim, almost picked off. Jackson able to hold on to it, but then lost it behind him. Shot in. Save by Jackson. It's under Jackson's body. It's a good save by him. All right, Goody Nicholas out there, Alex Logan, and Dane. So something must have happened to Julian. Holy cow, we are falling apart. Off the glass, Goody gets it out. And they're going to come all the way back in. It's a good thing this team's so horrible because we are not exactly a ball of fire. Dane, nice hustle. Oh, overskated the puck. And offsides by Clearwater. Face off. Comes out, Clearwater wins it, but no one's pressuring. Like I said, no one wants to do anything. Logan grabs this here. Logan's going to dump it for Nicholas, but not a good dump. And up along the boards, and I think we're trying to let him score. We go back out to the point, shot in, one-timer. This is a nice shot, hit off the post. There we go, Logan. And now picked off by Nicholas. Nicholas is going to take it in. Nope, gets his stick lifted and his pocket picked as they come the other way. But Clearwater way off sides. This is pretty ugly hockey. All right, Mason, Eli, Lucas, Jackson, Noah. Face off, comes out. Eli trying to chase it down. He does. And Eli takes it. He gets it hit off his stick, and then he's going to have to go back and get it. Sends it across for Noah. Oh, Lucas is wide open. Someone hit him. There you go. Noah hits Lucas. Full group shot save. All right, face-off comes out to Jackson here. Jackson along the boards for Lucas. Lucas to Mason. Mason skips back around, takes it to the dot, and he shoots it. Ooh, nice shot, but pad saved by the goalie. I think that came out of the zone, but we go to Jackson. Jackson's got some room now. He trying to dump it in. Held in by Mason. Mason's shot. Oh, nice save by the goalie. Goalie's made a couple. Noah into the corner. Noah up to Lucas. Lucas gets a hit off his stick here. And back down. Maxim there. Save. Lucas sends it across for Declan. Declan trying to hold on to it here. Comes out. We're going to change, so Declan having to hold on to it by himself. Nice job by Declan. And we're going to get called for the offside, I think. 7:30 left to play here in the second. Declan wins the face-off to himself, but Clearwater picks it up. Maxim in there now. Maxim sends it down. Declan going to get it. Declan back for Goody. Goody back for Declan. Declan, nice centering pass. Nolan gets pushed off, though. I don't think they're going to let Nolan get a hold of those anymore. It's been too efficient.
He's hungry now.
Face off the boards to Nolan. Nolan dumps it behind. Maxim going to get it in the corner here. I think he's trying to ring it off for Nicholas, but goes to Clearwater, and they're going to ice the puck. Dane playing a little bit of wing now. So Dane out there, Logan and Alex, and we got Nicholas and Goody. Comes down. Nicholas holds it in the zone. Good keep in. Logan trying to pump it over to Alex here. Clearwater picks it up, and they go down deep, but picked off by Nicholas. Nicholas going to get some room here. Nicholas brings it into the zone, sends it into the corner. Dane going to run onto this. Dane trying a centering pass. Not a bad try. Comes out. James sends it across. Good pass by James. Nicholas gets the red line. He's just going to dump it in. We're going to get a change here. Partial change. Dane along the boards to Logan. Logan hopped over Logan's stick here. And here comes Clearwater on the breakout here. Stopped at the blue line. Shot. Oh. Skied in. And dumped back down deep. Jackson's going to pick this up here. And he's going to take it up the ice. Jackson gets around everyone. He doesn't have any help. We're getting a change. And then he just dumps it to Clearwater. And everyone's changing. But you also got to look up and take a peek and see that that's happening and just hold on to the puck if you can. All right, Eli, lots of speed. As he gets a hit off his stick and sends it up the boards to Lucas. Lucas couldn't quite hold on to it. And down it goes. Sent across. And shot and saved. Ooh, jeez. We were able to get away with that one there. I think Jackson drew a trip. So we're on the power play. I guess he got called on a cross check. So power play unit coming out. Gonna look a little different without Jillian. Apparently it's gonna look a lot different because we're only gonna play with 3. All right, Jackson, Lucas. Nate, we can't count. There we go. Eli. Took us a second. Oh, we got it figured out. Face off. Comes back, held in by Lucas. Amazing. Lucas. Lucas shoots it. It's in. Oh, good save by the goalie. All right, comes back. Lucas brings it in. Shot in. Ricocheted off the body. Mason, nice job, Mason. Oh, gets it back. Mason back for Lucas. Lucas down for Jackson. Jackson tried the one time, or whiffed it. Had a little bit of it. Mason back for Lucas. Lucas brings it across to Jackson. Jackson settles it. Deflected in front. Jackson grabs it here. Gets it back to Mason. Back to Lucas. Back to Mason. Mason's going to load up. Lucas grabs this. Lucas back across and couldn't hold on to it here as Clearwater is going to work in. And we are just going to let him come all the way in on Jackson. He's going to save it. All right, James, Nolan, Noah, Maxim. We're running out of players. We don't have enough players to do 2 full power play units. And we are incapable of counting. I think the ref's yelling at Peter. And I guess they're playing 4-on-4. Maybe the ref got mad and was like, if you can't count. Okay, now Nicholas can go in. Noah bringing it in. Florida sends it all the way down deep. We had nobody. I don't know what we're doing. Nice job, Jackson. Did he save it? I think he saved it. I think Jackson saved that. So this is a good save by Jackson. We're going to give him his cookies for that one. Guy came in and he just waited him out. It's a great save. Terrible breakdown by us, though. That was terrible. All right. Anyway, we're going to start this again. Let's hope for some better stuff this time. Noah back to Nicholas. Nicholas, he's bringing it in, trying to center it to Noah. Noah gets a hold of it. Good job, Noah. And then it hits off of a skate and back out. Goody's having to chase it down. Woo, God. We are all just moving quite slowly. That's all the players. Goody takes it up. He hits it up for Nolan. Mason's out there now. Nolan into the zone. Nolan right down the slot. And I think the boys are as uninterested as most of the other people. James trying to grab that, was not able to soccer kick it away. So ice the puck, and we're going to get a change here. But I think the boys are just tired too. We're running out of players, so they probably are even told to conserve their energy a little bit. We're running 4D and like 2.5 lines of forwards. We need another person. We still can't count. There we go. Jackson, Nicholas. And I think the ref is sending him off again, saying if you guys can't figure it out. You know, I will say I like this with the ref. Remember when we played that Texas team that did this like 8 million times, and we just had to sit there and wait forever? I mean, I don't think that's necessarily an official rule, though. I don't think you can necessarily do that. But, Jesus. We are skating very oddly. All right, Noah. Noah sends it up for Eli. Eli gets it to Lucas. Lucas around the boards. Eli trying to get on the other side, gets cut off. Mason there. Drops it to Jack. Oh, nice little run in. Nice little pass. Good defense by Clearwater to cut that off. Nice try. Lucas trying to dump it to Mason. Now they're going to chip it all the way up for a way high stick and an icing. It is an icing kid. I like how the Florida kid is trying to like plead his case. I don't know what. Nobody touched it, and if he did happen to touch it, that was like a tomahawk over his head. All right, we have 5 on the ice, so that's a good start. Logan and Dane and Alex, Goody and Nicholas. Logan take this face off. He wins it over to Alex. Alex drops back for Goody. Goody puts it towards the net. Goes wide. It's off the back wall. Nicholas activates. Logan trying to cycle it, but nobody was cycling. So Goody holds it in the zone. Good job by Goody. Alex chasing it down now. Deflects up, and Goody holding it in on the blue line. Dane hold it in too. He's working hard, but Clearwater centers it right across and shot in. Jackson. Oh, it's loose. Oh. Out to the point. So hopefully we can reset here. Up loose goes to Goody. Goody's just going to pop it up. Smart play. There. Get it, Dane. Get it, Dane. Oh, Dane. Dane able to ricochet it up over the goalie, but it was nice hustle. But nothing doing. Down low. Goody hits it again. He's just going to go off the glass. Back to Nolan. Ice. Almost. Okay, Jackson Noah coming on. We got Declan and Maxim and Nolan. About a little over a minute left here in the second. Score still 4-0. I wouldn't mind putting one more in just because we're all playing so bad. Just be nice to have another 5th goal in case we have a complete collapse. All right, Declan gets it. He's trying to get up to Nolan. Gets picked off. Nice job. Maxim pushes his kid off the puck. Oh, Maxim's going to get called. I don't know why the puck was right there. Oh, he's going to get called for a hook. On the PK we go. That was pretty light. Maybe the refs were just bored. They just wanted to blow their whistles, put someone in the box. So Maxim's going to sit 2 for a hook. So we got Noah, Declan, Jackson, and Nolan. All right, Declan to take it. He wins it over to Noah. Noah grabs a hold of it, circles around, tries to get a little bit of space, and it brings it up into the crowd. All right, Declan. Face-off won by Clearwater. And they send it up to the boards. Across to the circles. Through the crease. Nobody touched it. Back out, and they couldn't handle it. So they got to reset here. To the slot. Declan with his long stick. Oh, backhand hits off of Jackson's butt along the boards. Back behind the net here. Look at Declan out there. I don't think Declan has any clue. Declan's like, I'm just going to move my stick from side to side because it's about 8 feet long. Nolan just stalling for time, and good save by Huey. Let's get 4 fresh bodies out there.
Good job, Nolan.
4 seconds left in the period, so let's just get out of the period here with our 4 seconds. We got Alex out there, Goody, Logan, and Nicholas. Hopefully Logan can just knock it into the corner. Oh, there it goes. That should do it for the period. Okay, sorry, I had a little bit of a bathroom break out there. All right, Goody, Nicholas, Logan, and Alex still on the PK. They try to go a cross-ice pass, but good stick by Goody and hit up by Logan. Go, Logan! Logan gets pulled down. No call. Logan gets back up. He centers it. Oh, almost got Alex in front. And back end comes Florida working their way in on James. Picked off again, picked off by Alex, but couldn't quite get it out. And Clearwater is going to bring it around the net. And they're going to dump it down. Shot in front for the far post. That was close. Penalty's over, so Maxim runs across the ice so he can get. Is that Julian? I don't know what we're doing. We're just letting them do whatever they want. Julian's back out there, though, so I'm glad to see that. I don't know what was going on with him before. He had his helmet off, so maybe it was the helmet. Maybe it was an equipment issue. Still can't get out of the zone. There you go, Declan. Declan gets it up to Julian. We've got 3-on-1 the other way. Julian, shot goes wide. Nolan trying to get, nice job, Nolan. Nolan picks the pocket, gets it over to Julian, comes back to Jackson. Jackson, not a good decision. Sometimes you just got to get rid of it right away. Comes to the back post, waits him out, back to Noah, and then bad decision again. We were just, this is ugly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to pick on any one single kid. My kid is also out there making bad decisions. It's just ugly. We're just, we're just making funny decisions. Declan having to come all the way back across. We are losing marks left and right. I think our brains have completely come unplugged. So I don't know what this is, but it's not hockey. So I think we're just trying to get out of this game. All right, Mason, Lucas, Nicholas, Eli, Goody. They hit it back to the blue line, comes out of the zone, and then they just dump it back in. It's going to wrap around. Goody's going to grab this here. Whistle. Mason. Clearwater, nice job, Mason. Mason gets it back. Oh, and then it gets hit off the stick. And we're really discombobulated on defense. That was kind of awkward, but we figured it out in time. They're like bringing in like two guys at the same time, right close together, and then they like scissor past each other, and then defensively we're like, your guy, my guy, I go, you go. I don't know. It's been awkward. All right, same five staying out there. Face off goes to the side. Clearwater into the dot shot. Goes high over Jackson's shoulder, back up to the point. Shot in again, misses wide. And back in again. They're just beating us to all the pucks now, too. All right, Eli. Eli's able to get it out of the zone. Good job, Eli. But then Mason off of Mason's stick here. And comes back. Mason's going to grab this. He's just going to get a little space. He's going to backhand it over to James. James looking for Eli. Almost got intercepted. Eli able to get it along the boards here. Eli centering pass, shot in, and goalie gobbles it up here. All right, Dane Jackson in with Maxim. Is that Alex and Logan? Face off, goes to the goalie. He just pokes it up. And he just sends it all the way down the ice. That was a dumb decision too. All right, Maxim take this face off. Face off goes in the corner. They're going to ring it off the glass and all the way back down the ice for another icing. What was Huey down there? Huey was messing around with his stick and it went flying. Face off. Maxim wins it. Alex trying to chase it down, goes along the board. Oh, Maxim overskates it here. And back down it comes. And then, oh boy. And out, up to the point. Back down along the boards. Dane trying to get a hold. Nice job, Dane. Dane just out-muscled it. Got the puck, sends it up for Alex, misses Alex, and ices the puck. About 8:30 left here. Looks like we are running the clock, so that's nice. All right, Declan's out there. Declan gets it over to Nolan. Nolan's got Julian with him. Nolan whiffs on the pass. And into the corner goes Clearwater. He sends it up. Julian trying to get a hold of it. Comes all the way out to Nicholas. Nicholas shot right off the shin guard. Or sorry, that was Nolan. Or Nicholas. I don't know. And they're going to work their way down. Nolan's back. He's got Nicholas with him. As they sauce it off. And picked off by Nolan. And Declan's going to grab this. He's got Noah across. Sends it across to Noah. Noah pulled back across. Nolan now has got Julian with him. Goes a little ahead of Julian here. Julian picks the kid's pocket. Nice pick. And trying to center it again, but kid made a good defensive play and off the boards and out. Julian getting along the corners now. Totally whiffs it. But gets it back. And whiffs the pass, but it makes its way to Declan. This is just... Oh boy. Okay, Declan trying to get it in front. Backhands it to Nicholas. Nicholas can't hold it in, comes out. 2-on-1 the other way. Shot saved by Jackson. Nice save. And Nolan just sends it out here. Dumps back in. Nolan's going to hold on to it here until we get a partial change. Comes back. Lucas grabs it. Lucas sends it up to himself and hits off of Lucas into the seats. This is like a beer league game. Like everyone's just kind of cruising around. All right, Lucas, Mason, Eli, Jackson, Goody. Faceoff comes back to Jackson. Jackson over to Goody. Goody up for Lucas. Or Mason. Lucas, that's Lucas. Back along the boards here. Mason fighting for it. Mason comes out with it. Shot, save. Lucas trying to grab it. Clearwater gets to it. They give it right to Lucas. Lucas back for Mason. Mason centering pass to Eli. And I think Eli was able to get that in. Nice job. So Mason to Eli. All right, same five out there. Mason wins it back to Goody. Goody over to Jackson. Jackson up for Eli. Eli bringing it in. Lose it along the boards. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas taken away from Lucas as they work their way in. Shot on Jackson. Over to the other Jackson. Jackson up for Eli. Goes by Eli. Jackson having to pick it up again here. Centering pass to Mason. Mason can't get it and is on the breakout here. All the way down. Good job, Goody. There's nobody in front of the net. Okay, 4 minutes left. Maxim, Alex, Dane, Logan, Noah. Dane gets it. He backhands it, looking for Noah on the other side. Noah's trying to go get to it. He just shoves his kid into the board, and he's going to draw a penalty. Probably for a roughing. So on the PK we go, which means one of our defensemen that just went out has to come back in. Actually, I think maybe we're down to... Are we back at 5 now? That Julian's back out there? All right, Nicholas out there. Nicholas Dane. And Julian and Nolan. Face off, won by Julian, picked up by Nicholas. Nicholas brings it along the boards. Nolan chips it up and out. Nolan gets his own rebound. Nolan trying to bring it into the zone. He's going to take it into the corner and screw around with it behind the net. Ooh, he gets kind of helicoptered. But on the back check now. Dane steps in. They're able to, through the crease. No one touched it. Back up to the point, down low. Back up to the point. Down low. Sent across. Kid in front. Nice job. Huey just sat there at the post and was like, good luck trying to get it past me, and it definitely didn't work. So good job by Jackson, good positioning. And Nicholas, I think, able to clear that one. As they send it across here. Dropped off at the point. Makes a move around Nolan. Sent far post. Oh, did Jackson save that? What a save by Jackson. Beautiful push across, and we are, that one went in 5-hole. Seemed like they had like 7 guys out there because we weren't marked on anybody. But they finally get one. So 5-1. Jackson made a couple great saves there, though. Can't get them all, though. All right. We got Logan, Maxim, Jackson, Goody, Alex. Face off one, but Logan gets it off to the side. Jackson able to get it up the boards here. He's going to bring it into the zone. Backhands it. Oh, what a pass to Maxim. Ah, nice try. And back out to Goody. Goody trying to send it across to Logan. Hits it off a skate. Back in. And what are we doing? Where is everybody? Sent out of the zone. Said we've got like one defenseman in there with like 3 blue players. All right. Back up at the wing. They put it down deep. Goody going in the corner. Back down. Maxim trying to get it. Jackson sticks it away again. Nice job. Jackson grab a hold of this here. Off the boards, looking for Alex. Not a good pass. And back in. Goody in the corner. Maxim wins it. Maxim off the boards, looking for Lucas. Lucas gets around. He's able to bring it out here. Lucas can't quite get past the other one. Clearwater bringing it back down. Mason's just going to shoulder him off. And Noah loses it there. Gets it back a little bit. Trying to get it back. Nice. I like the use of the butt on that one. Gets out of the line, so that's good. Nice job, Eli. No, the puck's there. How is that a penalty? I don't know how Eli got called for that. The puck was literally right there, and Eli just shouldered the guy. It doesn't matter if it comes from, like, kind of which side. I don't know. That was weak. Some of these penalties have been real weak. Face off. Noah able to hold on to it, and that should do it for the game. So we won. That was the ugliest game ever. But some good out of it. Jackson made some really great saves. Nolan got a hat trick. And I think that allows us to play in the consolation game tomorrow. So for those of you that have a hotel, it won't be used in vain. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning.